We are at the very end of an absolute blowout game. Patrick Mahomes looks frustrated and defeated, while Travis Kelce is on the verge of tears. But how did we get here? This Chiefs team was nearly undefeated in the regular season. How did things go so wrong? Could a potential three-peat team really fall apart like this? Let's break it all down. Before we dive into this meltdown, let me talk about the meltdown I almost had trying to cancel a subscription. I couldn't get in touch with customer support. I couldn't find the cancel option in the app. I was losing my mind. Thankfully, today's sponsor, Rocket Money, saved the day. Rocket Money helps you cancel subscriptions, lower your bills, and manage your finances effortlessly. It even finds sneaky subscriptions draining money from your account and cancels them for you. On average, users save $720 a year. Take control of your finances today by heading to rocketmoney.com/IsaacPunch. Trust me, you'll thank me later. Now, let's rewind to the start of the 2024 NFL season. The back-to-back Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs embarked on a historic journey, attempting something never done before, a three-peat. It wouldn't be easy, but they had something on their side, a little bit of luck. Normally, luck balances out in sports, but for the Chiefs, it seemed to be endless. Game 1, Lamar Jackson throws a perfect pass to the end zone, only for the receiver's foot to be just barely out of bounds, sealing a Chiefs win. In the next game against the Bengals, a controversial pass interference call extended Kansas City's drive, leading to another narrow victory. Against the Falcons, a series of unforced errors by Atlanta helped the Chiefs escape with a win. And the luck didn't stop there. Bad snaps, blocked field goals, and lucky bounces kept stacking up in their favor. It was absurd. By mid-season, the NFL world was fed up. Surely, they couldn't keep getting away with this, right? But then the Chiefs turned it back on. They stifled the Browns, dominated the Texans, and dismantled the Steelers before resting their starters for the playoffs. When the postseason arrived, they showed no signs of slowing down. They took care of business against the Texans, then eked out a win against the Bills in a hard-fought battle, aided by a few dubious calls. And just like that, for the first time in NFL history, they were heading to the Super Bowl for a third consecutive year. Waiting for them, the Philadelphia Eagles, the very team that had started Kansas City's Super Bowl run 3 years ago. The Eagles, despite a slow start, had rebounded spectacularly, finishing the season 12-1 after their rough first 5 games. They bulldozed their way through the playoffs, crushing the Packers, Rams, and Commanders in dominant fashion. Heading into the Super Bowl, they looked like the better team. But the question remained, would Kansas City's magic run out? The game started, and at first, it looked like the Chiefs' luck might still be holding. The Eagles moved the ball well but were stopped by a questionable offensive pass interference call in the red zone, forcing a punt. However, something was off with the Chiefs' offense. Travis Kelce had a crucial drop, the running game was non-existent, and Mahomes couldn't connect with his receivers. 3 and out. Then another. And then another. Meanwhile, the Eagles were capitalizing on every opportunity. A Cooper DeJean pick-six sent Philadelphia into halftime with a commanding 24-0 lead. By the second half, the Chiefs' magic had completely evaporated. The Eagles extended their lead to 40-6 with 8 minutes remaining. The Chiefs managed to score some garbage time points, but by then, the game was long over. It was a humiliating 45-14 loss. The story of this game boiled down to 2 things: the Chiefs' failure to protect Mahomes and their inability to stop Jalen Hurts. The Eagles' defensive line created constant pressure without blitzing, allowing extra defenders to clog passing lanes. Mahomes was sacked 6 times, and the Chiefs' offense never found a rhythm. On the other side, the Chiefs were so focused on stopping Saquon Barkley that they forgot about Hurts, who torched them for nearly 300 yards. In the end, Kansas City's improbable run had met its brutal conclusion. They had survived on luck all season, but when it mattered most, there was none left. The dynasty that seemed invincible finally crumbled on the biggest stage.